exit this AI game. And I'm looking for Seireitei. Oh, this guy right at the top. Bam. Blood staff control. Okay. So I'm guessing he's playing another Eye of Creation deck, very likely. He probably doesn't have a lot of stuff to deal with. It seems pretty bad, but I'm gonna hold on to it. This is just not looking like my day at all. I guess I get to draw the first card. I've got a couple of turns, maybe. He's deciding if he wants to maul. If he mauls, that's of course good for me. No, he doesn't. Okay, so he's playing that. So no turn one dork. That's good. So he's probably playing an Eye of Creation deck, very likely. There's a very good chance that I'm not going to draw enough resources to do anything this game. But if I can play like... Okay, I've got murder for that guy. Hopefully I can draw the resource to play the murder. You have to kill Puck like as soon as he's up. Okay, so I definitely want to play the blood now, so that way I can have murder for Puck next turn. That's kind of a big deal. And I guess Sapphire, so I won't be able to play Inquisition, but... Yeah, I have to murder Puck. Looks like he doesn't really have very much, I guess, in his hand. He doesn't have a lot of ramp going on for this deck. I did get paired down, so... Oh man, so the better play now is Mesmerize, because if he plays another Puck, then, you know, so, yeah, we're just gonna Mesmerize this guy, and if he plays another one, then it still works, but, actually that might not have been a good play, I'm thinking about it. Okay, go downstairs. It might have been better to murder there, because Mesmerize I might need for like Fist of Brigadon, and that's the only one I have in the deck. So that actually might have been a huge play mistake. He's got 4 resources. I've got Countermagic for his big drops or for Eye of Creation though, so I'm in an okay spot. 7, 4 gives him 5. He could have Jadim. I have murder for Jadim. So I can play my Mirror Knight now. Next turn I have to sit on Countermagic and murder though. He doesn't typically run a lot of cards in this deck that have removal, except for like whatever it is called, Squirrel Titan. No. Go downstairs. Go do something else, okay? Go play blocks or play Legos or something, okay? No. Ah, I should have murdered that guy. on? Yeah, it's on now. Sorry. Kid's crying in the background, so I'm probably gonna have to shut off my sound. That's fine. You can have a squirrel type. I'm not worried about countering that. Trades for my knight. It doesn't really matter that much. I could have played. I guess I could have played Inquisitor there to get that rolling, but I'm getting frustrated right now. Taking 5, 6, 7. I needed to murder that puck. This is all because of that. Inquisition to try to stifle him. Taking 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's good. That's a good Inquisition right there. I need to draw a sweep here. That's what I really need. I really need a sweep here. Actually, I'm taking 7, but still, it's just I'm in a bad position. It's because I just misplayed this whole match. I should be winning this match right now, but that early misplay of not murdering puck, yeah, it's a big deal. No draw. I can't murder that guy. I can Inquisitor him and take 2 next turn instead. He can get rid of my guy. I have no Countermagic up. It's really bad. I should have played Inquisitor too, but earlier, but I wanted to have Countermagic up. Oh, this is frustrating. This is what happens, like, if you start losing, you kind of get frazzled a lot of times, and so that's why I have a 4 loss limit per tournament, because I know that I'm frazzled. So, that did save me some damage. I'm down to 2 now, but I really need a sweep here is what needs to happen. Chlorophylla, whatever. I guess that kind of, no, it doesn't really help. He still gets me. Let's corruption here. That's not going to get me anything either. Chlorophylla doesn't do anything. This doesn't matter. Alright, let's go to game 2. It's frustrating. That was just stupid. I needed to kill that puck. That's like the biggest thing. That was the biggest thing. That's just... I'll get him this time, I think. I don't think his deck is going to be... as long as I get a good draw, we should be fine. So, let's do better this time. At least not make the mistakes. Check my mutes. I shouldn't be muted. Check. Yeah, it looks like I'm good. Let's see who is going first. Who's going first? He's going first. 3 resources. He mullied to 6, so I'm already doing pretty good. Let's go ahead and keep this. It's a little slow, but I think we'll be fine. He has an Argus to start off with, which I can counter. So we're going Sapphire, obviously, here, and then 2 blood for Inquisitor. Let's see, so Sapphire into Peak, probably. It's going to be a cantrip Peak on turn 2, unless I get something else. Yep, Argus gets a little bit easier to cast for him. So he could cast his Argus for 6 on turn 6. 7 on turn 5. He probably couldn't cast it on. But he isn't really ramping again. I definitely want to peak for 2 and have Countermagic up next turn would be nice. Inquisitor doesn't seem as important. 9. So I do have Countermagic for his Eye of Creation, and so I've got my own Argus I could have, or a Blood Shard. I want to keep playing Shards. I don't think I need Argus just yet, really. To deal with his Argus. Well, it will lock the game up, so I guess I'll hold on to Argus for a while. He casts his, I can counter it. I cast mine, he can't really deal with it. Yeah. So now I have Countermagic up for any big drops he has. I have Murder up for his small little guys. I'm in draw-go mode, basically. So I have to save a Countermagic for Argus. I could run out an Inquisitor. I've got Mesmerize in case something I don't like shows up. So I'm gonna go ahead and run out my Inquisitor here and just start dealing damage, because he doesn't seem to be doing very much. If I have to, it can get pulled back, and I've got a lot of removal in my hand right now anyway, so chances are he wasn't going, well, he doesn't have the threshold to play Eye of Creation or anything else really right now, so. And we're 1 away from drawing a card on our champion power. Pretty good. It's not really doing a whole lot, so as long as that keeps happening. I don't see an Eye of Creation player top 8ing. I mean, maybe one will get that lucky, but you'd have to get ridiculously lucky with this deck, because it does this all the time. What his Eye of Creation deck is doing to him, this happens all the time. Draw a card. Alright, we've got resource for next turn. So I've got him on a, let's see, 5-turn clock right now. So he's got 5 turns to deal with this Inquisitor, throw a body up that can block it. And he's just not drawing what he needs. And here's his Argus, which I'll just say no to. He should have expected that, though. Can't murder it. I guess I could also Mesmerize it, and that would also deal with it. But I'd rather save Mesmerize for, like, Fist to bring it on. If I play my Argus, it doesn't really matter. His Fists and his whatever giant thing, they don't really do very much. Always prioritize that Sapphire. I can't play Argus until I can play Argus and still have Countermagic up, because I need it in case he Eye of Creations or something, or plays a big 6-drop. He does have 5 resources, so I have to be aware of that. also need to be able to like respond to his drops with murder or whatever. So another 4 turns. There's Puck, and this time we're going to murder that guy with extreme prejudice. Yeah. No Puck for you. So again, Puck, if I kill that Puck, it really makes the whole deck fall apart. Because now he doesn't have that acceleration he needs. Still waiting to play this Argus. We can peek in his end step. Got Countermagic and Murder, so I can respond to him there. Another 3 turns. So he's got 3 turns to deal. Man, I really should have had that last game. If I didn't make so many play mistakes. That was just a ridiculous number of play mistakes. Squirrel Titan for my guy. Sure, that's fine. He gets a Squirrel Titan. Kills my guy. I could actually debuff his guy and just invalidate him, but it's whatever. And main phase. End phase. So I'll peek in his end phase and we'll see what we draw into. Vampire King seems pretty good. Relentless Corruption seems also ridiculously better right now because I'm so far ahead. I can do this and then possibly draw a big fatty out of his deck. Just go and murder that guy. Argus. So I can play Argus now, and I have Countermagic up for him. He could have Repel in his deck, so I have to be aware of that. So I'm gonna 3, 4, 5, 6. That's too much. So I think I'd rather just keep the aggression going. So we're just gonna play another Inquisitor, and this way I can hold on to Countermagic. In case he draws. He can now Eye of Creation for 4, so that's kind of a big deal. Plays an Angel of Dawn. Mesmerize does nothing to it. I can play an Inquisitor, that debuffs it. It can block my Inquisitors all day. But Argus takes care of it too, so I'll go ahead and let it resolve, and Argus will take care of it eventually. Gotta make sure to save your Countermagics and deal with things the best way possible. I could Extinction here, but I think I'd rather just run Argus out and have Countermagic in hand. So I'll go ahead and sit on this board state. No reason for him to attack in, and then of course I just remove his guy from the game. Swing with my Inquisitor. I tried playing this deck and it was ridiculously clunky for me, for my playstyle. I'm sure it works for some people. Every day, screaming and crying and muttering lies. I don't know what's up with all the screaming. They always have to scream. Another Angel. That's fine. You can have Angels all day. It doesn't really matter. Because I can still block and then remove the other one. It's almost a waste of playing the Inquisitor at this point. So I'm going to go ahead and just Corruption here. Let's see what I draw into out of his deck. Squirrel Titan, yeah, could deal with his guys. So I'll just sit on this board state. So now I can block a guy and then remove the other one from the game. Or I'll probably just take 4 is what I would probably do. just drew that angel. I'll probably just take 4 and just remove one of them from the game that's attacking here. I'm not even going to worry about blocking, just in case he has something to pump it. So it's funny because it just puts it into place. You can't even counter it. The angel, that is. You don't have the choice. Yeah. Wait a minute. What am I thinking? I don't need to worry about that. That's fine. He can have an Eternal Guardian. I don't care about that. I can remove that from the game. Don't really care about that Eternal Guardian. Attack step, swings with... So he's got no resources, so now I can go ahead and block and... Alright. Alright, so his end step, we're just gonna void that Guardian. And then Squirrel Titan will kill one of his angels. I can Inquisition him here. So if I really want to Inquisition over Squirrel Titan, just kind of run out of resources, see what he's got. Yeah, we definitely want that Colossus, and he's got Squirrel Titan. Yeah, definitely get that Colossus out of there. So I need to be able to, if I play Squirrel Titan, I can't counter magic, so I want to keep that up. So just basically pass turn here. So I know he doesn't have a pump spell in hand, so I can block with Argus and then exile one of his other guys. Yeah, I feel like I'm in a good spot. I can Squirrel Titan something maybe next turn. Still be able to counter magic. Okay, he's going to attack in, so... defense, I guess I'll block that one. Block, and then we'll go ahead and void that one. And take 4. Maybe he has a pump spell or something here. Oh, I guess he can play his whatever. He can play his Squirrel Titan here, and yeah, okay, fine. Do I want to counter that? Yeah, let's counter it. Yeah, I don't want to deal with that. Silliness. Silliness of the Squirrel Titan. So now I can just void his angel here and swing through for 3. Actually, I could just kill it and then swing for a lot more. I don't think he has repel. So let's go ahead and just Squirrel Titan that thing away. Swing, swing, 8. Game 3. Maybe. Unless he has repel. Yeah. So 1-1. Going to game 3 here versus Seireitei. Probably should have won the first game, but blaming that on child distractions. So early Inquisition is going to be pretty amazing for me, and Extinction is also going to be good. So this is a really good hand. Mull to 6, which I expect from a deck like his pretty often. So I can play a Sapphire, go Infusion Device for turn 2 Inquisition. We'll keep this. We'll go Sapphire, use Infusion Device to get blood. He's got Argus in his opening hand again. I'm not sure why he thinks that that's a good thing to have, but... You know, in versus me, I mean as a keeper. Because I can sweep it out with Extinction, so it doesn't seem that good. But it's probably for other matchups. I mean, Argus is a one-of in those decks, and it's a really good card. But chances are pretty good that it's not going to do very much versus me. I can also Inquisition it out right now in turn 2, so I would much rather go for, at this point, now that I have Countermagic, I'd much rather Inquisition, what's it called, I. So there's Puck, that guy. We're going to see how many things he's got in his hand to exhaust him and use it with right here with. So let's go ahead and play our Blood Shard so we can Inquisition here, get some information. Information! You control the mail. You control information. It's got 2 Chlorophilia. So no matter what, he can use Puck to get him to Chlorophilia here. Argus is probably harder to deal with than the Squirrel Titan. The Squirrel Titan can kill my guy. I don't know. Let's get rid of... Maybe I should just get rid of that, and then... I just don't want to play my guy with... Yeah, let's get rid of Squirrel Titan, because Argus I can counter. So I'll just remember... I mean, I'll know Argus is there, so... This way you can't really deal with my Vampire King unless he draws another Squirrel Titan. Yep, I do have Extinction if I need it, so he's gonna get to play Chlorophilia here. Gets him closer to playing this Argus. Let me see. Argus is at like 9 now, so he plays another Chlorophilia. So I'm debating on whether I even want to play my... I guess I just hold on to Countermagic here, really. I mean, I just basically sit on Countermagic. I also have Extinction if I need it. Yep, he's at 8, so he can play him not this turn, because he only gets 5 with what he has in hand. He does have Chlorophilia. Oh, I guess he could use his champion ability or something. Chlorophilia. That's fine, he can have Chlorophilia. So I can't play the Vampire King right now. I have to wait, because he can play his guy next turn. I have to wait and sit on Countermagic to stop him. So we're in draw go mode right now. Here's Argus. See if he gets gutsy and plays his Argus, or plays something else, which I might just Extinction away. But yeah, he can play his Argus here. Of course, Extinction gives me a 2-for-1, so if he does play the Argus, I think I just wait and play Extinction and draw a card in his end step. Okay, apparently I'm just going to take 2 instead. Which means that I'm just going to draw a card in his end step. So he could have played Argus, he decided not. Okay, so he's going to play an Angel instead. That's fine. So if I Extinction, then he can play Argus. I want to counter this Angel. Yeah, let's just go ahead and counter this Angel. Yeah, we'll just counter the Angel now. Not sure why he didn't just play it. Oh, because he had shards, the wrong shards. So I can go ahead and Relentless Corruption here, because I have no Countermagic anyways, and I have to Extinction. Oh, there's an Eternal Guardian. Well, that'll lock up the game because he won't be able to remove it. Very likely he won't be able to remove it. Just have to deal with Argus once he drops it. Taking 2 shouldn't be a problem. I can actually run my Vampire King out and steal his Argus, possibly. Wrathwood Colossus. Okay, well that's good. Doesn't really matter though. His Colossus doesn't matter if I can get to, if I play an Eternal Guardian. So Shards of Fate and Vampire King. Let's go Sapphire. Yeah, Vampire King will at least... Yeah, let's go ahead and just run him out. This way I can attack, and now it forces him to play Argus, is what I'm doing here. And I stop his puck. I take 9 damage here, but it shouldn't be a problem. But this should force him to play Argus, which is really what I need to happen so I can Extinction. The life he gains doesn't really matter that much with Wrathwood Colossus. Swings with just Wrathwood Colossus, I take 9. No surprise there. If I actually steal his Argus, that's going to be pretty funny for me. Plays his Argus. Sure. So we'll go to attacks, and then I will swing in, and then I'll Extinction the second main phase. Oh, and I've got Countermagic. So I actually have Countermagic for when he replays Colossus, and I have just enough to play it. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, I do. So attack step, we'll go ahead and swing in, gain some life back, because we need the life when this guy's going to die anyways. Second main phase, Extinction. I feel much smarter now by playing this deck. Extinction, and then we've got Countermagic for Colossus. And we're in a good spot to play an Eternal Guardian and lock up the game, as long as we draw another shard. At some point in time, if he plays... Okay, so there's that Wrathwood Colossus, so we'll just say no to that. Simple choice there. Draw a resource here, play Eternal Guardian, it locks up the game. If I do. Draw a resource, that is. No resource. So we'll go ahead and Corruption here to see if we can get to that resource before we play our Vampire King. Oh, there's an Eye of Creation. Well, that's fun. So I can actually play an Eye of Creation next turn, so I guess I'll do that. That's going to be funny. I could actually put an Argus into play, or... that's the second Vampire King I don't have anymore. He has enough resources, he should be able to drop everything that... every troop in his hand, like that Squirrel Titan, for instance. Still gain some life off of it, so that's fine. So the question is, do I Eye of Creation here, or do I guess I play the Eternal Guardian, because he can't really deal with it. Or I could just Extinction. Yeah, we'll hold off and we'll Extinction here and draw a card in his end step. He's in top deck mode. Yeah, not the time when he wants to see a Howling Brave at all. Go ahead and draw our card. Oh, there's a Zombie Plague, which will... Well, it'll hit sometimes, I guess. So we gotta play this Eye of Creation right now. That's... Oh, there we go. Yep. So yeah, this has gotta happen. We're gonna see what we draw here. Maybe nothing. Oh, that's gotta be... So I get... Oh, I get Mirror Knight plus 2 Inquisitors and my Argus. Awesome. So I guess we'll just completely debuff his Howling Brave is pretty weak now. Not that he was going to use it to do very much more than chump block my guys anyways. Also, I think everything I have... No, I didn't get the troop dies. No, it didn't. They didn't get buffed off of the Cerulean Mirror Knight, unfortunately. But they will if they ever die. Eternal Guardian will, once I play it next turn. Play a Wrathwood Colossus. I just remove it with Argus. He's at 38 life, it doesn't matter. And 0 cards in hand. So we'll just go ahead and remove his Wrathwood Colossus now so we can push some damage here. And attack step. Swing for 7. And second main phase we'll play our Eternal Guardian. I could play Zombie Plague. I'll just play the Eternal Guardian because he'll probably give up here. I don't think he has... Yeah, there's anything he can do at this point. I mean, he'd have to top deck 2 Squirrel Titans to deal with the Eternal Guardian first, and Argus is still sitting here laughing at him. I've got Countermagic for whatever he plays now, so board position to me. Play the Zombie Plague here. I'm going to sit on Argus, though, just in case he plays something I don't like. And just swing through. Guess I could have sat on Eternal Guardian, but... Because I haven't seen a single repel out of him. I don't see why you would play repel in this deck. But he could be playing repel. It's typically just best to sit on Argus. Even if all he ends up doing is exiling this Howling Brave at the end of this next turn. I'm dealing 12 damage every turn with what I've got, plus another... I could do another 5. It's not enough. It's not at lethal, so I probably won't swing in. I do have Countermagic backup if he did have like some sort of removal for Argus. So we'll go ahead and stop this chump blocker from chump blocking. It's 2 turns no matter what, so I might as well sit on Argus. Got that. I got a Howling Brave. Let's see if it gets buffed. It does get buffed. So if he ever dies, like, the Mirror Knight makes him make a dude, or make a card. It's pretty awesome. Get a peek. Sure, I'll peek for 7. Seems good. Let's go ahead and pick up, oh, no, I didn't get it. Another Countermagic should be pretty good here. Or I can Inquisition, actually. We'll just be proactive in Inquisition. Just to see what he's got. If anything. He's got his own Eternal Guardian, so we'll just go ahead and snipe that Eternal Guardian out of there. And attack phase. Doesn't really change anything, so I'm just going to sit on Argus. Yeah, I really feel like I tried to make the diamond, wild diamond work, and it was too clunky. It's just way too clunky. I'm glad that Wild has another resource dork, though. It's just he's very, very difficult to use. He's kind of clunky to use.